So, Sonya Deville cuts a second hot promo. It's not like I didn't say she was good on the mic. I did say that. That was a really good second promo. Or was that a third? I can't. No, second. Third. No, third. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a third promo. And Mandy had some good promos in the past. But depending upon if her and Otis are going to take the win this week, which I have a feeling they probably will unless something happens, during the match, she needs to have an after-match, a really good promo. This is just my feelings on it. She really needs to give her that ether, to counteract what Deville has been saying or doing on the on the microphone, quite frankly. My hopes would be that this coming week, if they're going to do some sort of swerve interference or something to that effect, that it's something that's really, really good that can hopefully lead into, I believe it's going to be Backlash, and that they could hopefully have a match at a pay-per-view. These two ladies, hopefully. That's pretty much what I have to say about this past week. At least it's regarding their storyline. I only want to add my 2 cents in with regards to Mandy and Otis. The only thing I was thinking about was when Otis pulled the trick, quote unquote trick, because we don't know where that's going to go, on Braun at the end. And if creatively that was done to mess with the viewer, I just think it would have been a cooler idea. What I would have done, because then you really could have messed with our heads, what I'm calling now a fork in the road position, would have been when Otis went to talk to Mandy. If Mandy has suggested, hey, why don't you let me hold the briefcase since you have a lot on your mind or whatever, right? Give her justification for Otis trusting her and giving her the briefcase, right? Simple as that. And thus, it's my belief that the viewer would think 2 things. Well, probably 3 things, because I've seen comments in various forums and social media where people are swearing up and down that Mandy's going to turn on Otis. And my thought is, well, they just did the split with her and Sonya, and she's face. It's just too soon. Basically, it's too soon for that. It would be a silly move to even do that. But you would get them thinking. 2, you would think her and Sonya are going to get into it. Or maybe Sonya's going to steal the briefcase. 3, after Otis and Braun win and you hit Mandy's music, she could come out with the briefcase and just slide it in. Basically, she would slide it in, and as it was sliding, Braun would turn his back to it and thus miss it. So it's something that would still make Braun feel how he felt this past weekend. Because now you're really manipulating the viewer as to, like, is Mandy going to encourage Otis to play Braun? Like, all these different scenarios that may absolutely mean nothing, but it still keeps the viewer, guessing as to what could possibly happen, even though there's probably no ill will or intent behind it. I just thought it would have, got people stirring up a little bit more, especially on social media, more so than what we saw. Also, with the way they played that out on Friday, this past Friday, it wasn't clear to me, let's say, because I was always under the notion that you had to hand the briefcase to the ref, as you've always seen. They hand it to the ref and they go, start the match, and then it happens. And from what I've also seen is that it's usually when somebody's gotten their ass, when the title holder's gotten their butt kicked, that's when they decide. That's what makes it so cliche. It would be cool if they actually did something completely different. I was listening to the Don Tony show. I just got put on, and he pretty much thinks exactly how I think. But he had suggested, hey, why not hand the briefcase over to Mandy? And I thought that would be a very interesting. It's something different, it goes right in alignment with Otis. Something sweet that he would do. Despite the fact that it's a man's briefcase, they've already flipped it now with the situation with Asuka. So it would just be something different than the cliche. You see the person beaten, you run out, you hand the thing, and you go pin them. It's overdone. So look. At the end of the day, it would be great if they just do something different with the Money in the Bank, with his briefcase. Yeah, that's my 2 cents for this week. Ladies, keep up the good work. Sonya, keep up the good work. Mandy, light that goddamn mic on fire as soon as you get a chance. I'm hoping that it won't be on a WWE exclusive. I'm hoping that it will be on SmackDown so that everyone can see it, because sometimes I haven't looked at the numbers. For I don't know what the weekly numbers are for the network. They didn't even put that up, and I haven't looked at the numbers for when they put those interviews, those promos up on YouTube. So let's keep banging them out, ladies. Great job, and that's all I have for this week. Until the following week when they do this mixed tag, knock them out. Thanks for listening. I'm out.